Hi, dear listener. Today, let's see if we can enter hyperspace and meet someone interesting. The key to inner travel into this realm is to go beyond the form. The form contains the conscious mind, the emotions, and the body. Various people have various distractions across these strata. Each is in a different frequency band. The mind is vibrating higher than the emotional band, for example. The body is vibrating the lowest in what we call the material realm, though, as most know, there is not really any material world. Let's just say that matter is what appears to be solid by our interactions with it, though every dimension of mind and below is a mixture of pure consciousness or spirit and what we think of as matter. Therefore, if we wish to live a higher life, it is important we learn how to limit our own distractions. A calm, balanced attention is best for this. I suggest a daily time of quiet contemplation and ask to be shown how to dissolve these challenges within. Working on ourselves daily through contemplation, what I call many micro-experiments, may bring surprising breakthroughs. It is a bit like going to the casino. You place your bet, you lose many times, but eventually you win. This is exciting to me because often the win is not just a one-time event. The knowledge you've gained may possibly hold value for the rest of your life. Not only this, but it may impact other lives too. This is why they say a teacher may touch infinity, as in this quote from Henry Adams. A teacher affects eternity. He can never tell where his influence stops. You may try various experiments within contemplation and also the physical world. The ultimate is to integrate your mind's eye or intuition while you perform your outer experiments as well. This can be much more effective than relying on trial and error alone. Next, before we begin, I want to share another gift. This is the gift of the mantra. It sounds fancy, yet it is just the singing of a word or phrase that you find uplifting or soothing. This occupies the conscious mind so that the real you, soul, may have a chance to peek beyond the mind. The final band of the veil that blocks your view of the inner dimensions. Now, having this divider between the hyperspace realm and Earth is useful, as if we could hear this inner space continually, and it does occur for many psychics, and to some degree for me too, yet having this divider can help us to focus on the five-sense experience. Okay, are you ready to travel within? Close your eyes. Let's do some box breathing. We form a box by an equal count of 4. Our inhale takes 4 seconds. We hold for 4 seconds, we exhale for 4 seconds, and we keep the air out for 4 seconds. Let's do this twice. This is a great technique to calm or settle down anytime. Okay, next, let's sing an ancient mantra called U, spelled H-U. Edgar Cayce, the famous healer known as the Sleeping Prophet, once said that the initiates of Egypt sang this mantra in front of the Sphinx during their practices. It is also shared by a modern-day teaching which teaches the nature of soul and creation, called Ek Kankar. U is sung like a love song to Source. You may sing it as the vowel sound U for efficiency. I sometimes like to sing it once out loud, once as a whisper, and once inside my mind. Every time I do this, I feel myself shift deeper within, a powerful tool. Do not underestimate of what this can do for your practice. Sometimes, a soul will even experience spiritual phenomena while still in the body. In the dream worlds or spiritual worlds, this can seem pretty normal, as anything can happen in a dream, for example. But when this happens in the physical world, it can sometimes be a bit of a shock. However, over time, you will acclimate to these inner dimensions. You will learn to trust your heart, which is just as important to learn in this world as it is in the next. Entering hyperspace now, I call to the heavens within. Who is there of the highest intentions that may wish to guide us with an experience to greater awareness? I hear this. I am calling you to the Sphinx, where you once lived during its highest glory. You wore robes and were respected. You had vast knowledge of herbs, spices, concoctions, and spiritual knowledge through your studies with great teachers as well as ancient texts. At this time, Egypt was filled with wonderful gardens. There was an entire ecosystem of goods and services, as well as agriculture and government. There were, of course, tensions, as in most of your history. However, you found a refuge within the practices. Some of the grand experiments you and your fellow practitioners had led to wonderful insights into the nature of creation. You will find it most interesting that you did meet extraterrestrial beings through some of the sacred initiations. These beings are of a completely different vibration. The special initiation practices fostered a very high and fluid state which allowed a more physical interaction, a place where the physical and more fluid worlds blend. This was not only achieved within the pyramids themselves, but also within special stargates, constructed just for this purpose. These experiences change not only your physical appearance, but your inner bodies, which would impact you in further incarnations, including this one. As in that life, you sometimes felt frustrated or lonely, as few you meet can see the world you live in. Though that is the nature of a teacher, you receive great gifts, and to balance the scale of life, you must sacrifice for others and teach. Continue to excel as the teacher, and you will become the teacher's teacher, and so on as you move into the inner dimensions. Thank you for this. What may I call you? I'm Astar. I am one of your many friends in hyperspace. I am always here for you, though we worked together closely while you were in Egypt. And my work tonight was to share this past experience with your audience, not only visually, but the actual vibration of the period. It was a time of greatness, yet still modest technology physically. There were no flying cars or computers, yet the spiritual technology was amplified. You see, this was seen as the most important, unlike today. The emphasis has been shifted to comfort, luxury, convenience. We have forgotten the value of the source of all. Yet, it is returning. Our godlike power will grow beyond physical needs and entertainment and move to your incredible talents and glory within. Paradise awaits.